dee 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 doo doo dee. Hey everybody, welcome to another stream. You caught me mid-flight here, I apologize for that. But I realized when I logged in it was quite literally continuing from the last time where we finished, where I was sitting in Thunder Bluff, and I didn't want to use my hearth, so I'm just flying back to Crossroads. And in the meantime, we can plan out exactly what we want to do and in what order. Now we're getting close. We're getting close to HC range. HC range. Wailing Caverns. WC range. So we're thinking about that. We have to do... Is it Hezrel? Is that the last quest that leads to the quest, like the super important Wailing Caverns quest? No, I don't think it's Hezrel. What's the last quest I have to... Oh, I think I have to do Altered Beings. I think I have to finish Altered Beings, and then maybe do one more, and then that's the one that gives me the big Wailing Caverns quest with the blues. So we'll get that done. But I think what we're going to do, if you can see on the right hand side here, is we're going to go in order, because I always prefer to do the lower level quests first. So we'll do the Nugget Slugs are up here, and then Harpy Ring is here. Yeah, so we'll go up, we'll do the one here, and then we'll come over here, we can do this, we can do this, and we can work our way back. Egg Hunt. No, we don't have to do that. Yeah, let's just take off up north. And oh no, I have an extra talent. Okay, I'm level 18. I think I want to do Imp Lightning Shield. And then I think next level, I start into Imp Ghost Wolf. So yeah, the goal for this session is to slam through as many of these quests as possible. Oh, I can do Echikaye, however the heck. So maybe let's do that. We'll go do Echiyaki first. Then we'll go do the Nugget Slugs. I might leave Cat's Eye Emerald. It's right there. We'll see. I guess if I'm going to be right there, maybe I'll do it. Again, I usually like to over-level the quests, so that's a level 18, and we are level 18. But it's a pretty straightforward quest, as long as you don't go into the building. And then we can swoop around. We can maybe do Raptor Horn, but we'll go for the Harpies more specifically. And then maybe we can Hearth from there, and then we're going to want to do Altered Snapjaw Beings. And then that's going to get us... It's going to get us pretty high, actually. And that'll definitely get us into 19. I think probably, though, either way, we want to be 20 to do Wailing Caverns. You can technically go in lower, but I don't know. First time playing Shaman again. I'm not sure what role I'm going to play when I do eventually go into it. So I'd rather be a little bit higher. And as we talked about in previous streams, there is the option to tank it. But if we're going to tank it, we definitely want to be level 20. Because mostly for the last boss, right? What's his name? Verdan? Ver something. Looking for one more Wailing Caverns tank. Yeah, we're especially as a Shaman. Because I remember on my warrior always wanting to be like at least level 20. Mostly just to tank the final boss. And so if we're going to tank it on Shaman, where we're in all this leather, then I think we're going to wait till 20. So anyways, let me come up here. I might kill these off first. I could probably just ignore them. Let's see. Let me pump out a few totems. Screw it. Let's just call them. Oh, there he is. Man, such a dope pet for Hunter. Definitely would be a cool Hunter pet. I think a lot of hunters go get him, right? Okay, it's pretty easy. Now let's keep rolling up here. Good little warm-up. One quest. Geez, this group is spamming, looking for one more WC knee tank. If I was 19, I'd consider it, but I also don't have the quest yet, right? So I'm not high enough. Ooh, there's a Major Royale. We're not high enough, and we don't even have the quest, and we definitely want that quest. I guess I can always run Wailing Caverns multiple times, but I don't know. I prefer not to run a dungeon more than once or twice on hardcore. I don't really know why. DPS looking for group DM. Oh, I think they meant Wailing Caverns. I don't know why. There's something about HC that makes me not just wanna, like it's regular leveling, just spam dungeons. You know what I mean? Oh, I think I really want Briarthorn for my yeah, it's for lesser healing pots. Briarthorn's really good for me right now. But all my healing pots are my bank, which is probably where they should be. Failed attempt. Yeah, so yesterday, or last time, I don't think it was yesterday, we did a whole bunch more Barrens questing, and then we got our alchemy up to 60. We got our first aid up to 82. Herbalism to 83, alchemy up to 60. Still need some more work, but anyways. Okay. Alright, so this is, we actually have to loot. Yeah, there we go. We have to loot the things. Now these are all green, so this should be, knock on wood, this should be pretty easy. Ooh, big crit. Is that gonna kill him? The dot might. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it did. Just a little too late to apologize. Where are the other ones? These ones are a little bit hard to spot sometimes. Cold milk. Oh, there's one. Alright. So yeah, we're really gonna keep pushing. And oh wait, let's get these elixirs rolling. Speaking of. 2. And then I think there's one more. Oh no, and then I think I had fortitude as well. One sec. Let's keep going around. Yeah, there's another one. Yeah, here, fortitude. Look at this. We are flying here. We got 4 different elixirs going. Now the nice thing about this on Shaman is that pretty much almost every elixir is useful. Is there one up here? No. Is there supposed to be? Oh, these are all respawning. I gotta be a little bit careful here. Yeah, one of the reasons for going herbalism on Shaman is you can pretty much make use of every elixir, right? Health, strength, armor, HP 5. All of those are nice. I mean, all of those are pretty much good on... Okay, where are these things? What in the heck? I'm trying to look on the... Oh no, that's a raptor. It says there's one up here. These are really a pain in the ass to find, though. Are there any around here? Oh, there's one. Oh no, that's Chen's empty keg, which I actually need. So that works well, but this guy's probably sniping everything. Friggin' hunters. Ooh, there's one. Okay, this is good, although now it's only a level 11 quest. I think the Hinden for this is in Ratchet, yeah. Oh, there's another one right there. Let's see if we can get this without aggroing. Ah, okay. Oh, he's gonna steal it. What a scum. Hunter scum. Although I think I took one of his. And he's laughing at me. Any more around here? No. That's lame. Okay. There's a hunter up there too. Jesus Christ. I chose one under here, or is it up there? Let's try to see. Yeah, I don't see any down here. Is that? No. God damn. This quest kind of sucks. Well, I think I got the one here before. I wonder if they respawn quickly or not. Let's see. Oh, big crit. Let's come up here. No, I'm not seeing anything up here. There's a lot of people here too, which is lame. I'm just looking at the... Oh, there's one. I'm looking at the mini-map because Questy has... Although, like, this one here is not on the mini-map. So it seems like some of them show up and some of them don't. Anything... Oh, there's one. Okay. Okay, we're progressing, we're progressing. And these respawn quickly. Oh, that's only one. Oh, there's one. Okay. They seem to be respawning pretty quickly here, actually. Maybe I'll stick around here. Yeah, the goal is we... Ooh, that was a 3 spot. Let's see... if we can just get lucky and have another one around here respawn. There's a druid. Yeah, really what I want to do is just keep slamming these quests and to get that Wailing Caverns blue item quest. I could have swore that was one right there. None of these, none of these. None of those. Nothing up here. Oh, I'm gonna aggro that. Oh no, maybe not. Anything down here? No. Not whatsoever. There's mobs up there. I'm gonna let me go back to that spot. That was working well. Let me just put these on while I'm walking and looking around. Hey, you stream really well. I'll have to become your dedicated fan and support you. Mind adding me on Discord? Sam Boss. Or Elenugioi. Thanks for the comment, Elenugioi. Appreciate it. Hope your evening is going well. And yeah, if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, keep in mind I do stream these live if you want to join in on the conversation. Frig, this is kind of annoying. We really just need like 1 or 2 more also, I think. Does one spawn up here? Let's see, it looks like there should be. Anything up here? No. Dee. Tauren Warrior. Ooh, here we go. Am I gonna aggro? I hope not. Okay, I just need this to be at least 2 nuggets and we're good to go. Yes, let's go. Let's go get this Mage Royale. Unless this rogue... Whoa, what the... Stay away from him, Jesus Christ. I guess that's a quest mob. Yeah, I'm gonna save... I'm gonna save Miner's Fortune for another time. We just have so many lower level quests that I would rather prio those. It just makes more sense. I'd rather go with the easier lower level quests while I have them. Ooh, another Briarthorn. It's not worth pushing it. Ooh, is this hunter going for it? Oh no. Geez, some good herbs already so far. Good start. Failed attempt. Nice, nice. Yeah, so let's go west. We'll do Harpy Lieutenants. Oh my god. We'll go do Harpy Lieutenants. I'm not going to bother with ignition. Just too dicey in my opinion. Most of those like escorty type quests I find are just not worth it in hardcore. So we'll go do the Harpy quest, and then I might Hearth and do Altered Snapjaw. And then I think, if anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's the one that leads to the final Wailing Caverns quest. Now, could we run Wailing Caverns tonight? I don't know. I feel like I'm going to want to wait till I'm 20. So I think we're probably going to play it safe. And we definitely have enough quests here to easily to get us to level 20. Do any of these give good gear? Let's take a quick look while we're running over. 8 silver, no. 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 That cape, nah. Well, maybe I would wear the 3 stam to tank the dungeon. Otherwise not an upgrade. Ooh, those are an upgrade. Stolen silver. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Oh, and Hezrel. That's a really nice upgrade considering I have 0 rings. So we'll definitely make sure to do that. We should definitely get those 2. Ooh, I have a hand in right up here. We should definitely make sure to do those 2 before Wailing Caverns. So specifically Hezrel and Stolen Silver. Those are 2 nice green upgrades. 3 Agi, 1 Stam. 3 Agi, 1 Stam. So that's a total of 6 Agi, 2 Stam. Additional. If my math serves me correct. Let's go hand. Which one is it? Okay, this is Nugget Slugs. I think there's a follow-up. Maybe depending on what level it is. We'll consider it. Let us see.
Yeah, what do you want? Keep it real.
Oh, into Org. Okay. Okay. It's good reason to go to Org, perhaps. What's this? Intact. Okay, so we do want to keep an eye out for raptors. Avatar sucks. Just thought you should know. The movie? That you're a fan? Like the first original Avatar, or like all the stuff they've released since? That is quite the random introduction. Making his presence felt. Ooh, we got one of the horns. Might as well grab this Peace Bloom. Ooh, there's another raptor. Let's shock him over here. Doo-dee-dee. The movie series. I've definitely seen the first one. I feel like I've never seen one since that first one. But if I remember correctly, the first one was pretty good. Or at least I enjoyed it back in the day. Now this was a long, long time ago. But I believe I liked it back in the day. But isn't there a new, like, Avatar, like, Airbender, like, anime type or cartoony type series or something? Or am I making that up? I don't know. Ah, someone just came through here and killed all these. Damn it, that would have been nice. No idea. Bro, you just came in here and shit on the movie series and you don't even know? Oh my goodness gracious. What a guy. What a guy. Alright, well someone just killed all these raptors, so I'm just gonna go do the harpies. Screw it. I was talking about the blue people. Yeah, that's the that like first movie that I remember seeing. I didn't know, not the work of art that is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. I've seen the original Avatar with the blue people. That was a long time ago, no? Wasn't that like 15 years ago? Did they ever come out with sequels? They must have. Oh, there's another raptorial raptor. Ooh, there's another one. Let's see. Oh, am I gonna aggro the stupid ostrich? Oh no, we're good. The ornery planestrider? Ornery. Ooh, we got a horn. Let's go kill this one before we get in on the harpies. New one coming out. Okay, okay, I didn't know that. Although I got to admit, since COVID, my movie-going days have really... Well, I should say number one since COVID, and then number two since having a child. We do not really go see movies anymore, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Okay, I think we gotta skip through these lower level nerds. It's the fastest way. Saw the ad, just felt like I should make my stance on it known. Well, your stance has been made known. Thank you for the stance. Ooh, Briarthorn. We want that Briarthorn. How's everything going with you? That your fan? Man, I wish you had a name that was semi-easier to shorten. Like, do I shorten it to that? Do I shorten it to fan? Do I shorten it to TYF? Do I shorten it to TIFF? That's actually kind of funny. Should I call you TIFF? What's this, Earthroot? Fan works? Okay, let's go with that then. Not TIFF? Oh, there's people here. What's this? Major Royal. Geez, a lot of people here. TIF. TF works even better? Am I? TIF? TYF? I don't know. Ooh, we're one for one. Now this is a Slayer. I have died here before. For those who don't know, if you're newer to HC, if any mob, any NPC has Slayer, it means they can execute. Trust me, as many of us have, I've learned that the hard way. Which basically means you don't want to be fighting them. Whoa, ambusher. You don't want to be fighting them if you're low. Because they do have an execute that can basically like one-shot you from like 12% to nothing. So we're going to be a little bit careful here when we're fighting the Slayers. Or Typh. About to get wrecked. No way. No way. We gotta be... I'm surprised. Why does it say this quest is level 16? If these are level... Oh no, I guess some of them are level 16, but some of them are level 18, it looks like. Maybe we could just be strategic with the ones that were... There's a lot of people out here. HC is bumping. I guess it's Saturday night. Saturday night. But, yeah, it's pretty busy. I don't know. I guess, what do you think? Is it like TBC waiting room? That's why there's a lot of people HCing it up. A little bit of a resurgence, perhaps. Let's, can we pull this guy back? Yeah, let's pull him back. Well, we got the totem up. Oh, we got an ambusher. I'm gonna pot. I'm gonna pot early. I'm gonna stun, cause might as well. We gotta get this killed without aggroing. Okay, that's a nice little crit. And this is an ambusher. This is not a slayer, so I think we're okay. Ooh, I could really use some mana. Okay, let me bandage quickly. I don't think it's going to aggro anything. If it does, I'm in trouble. But I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Yeah. Alright. Semi-dicey. We had no mana. Do I have any frig? I'm so used to playing warrior that I'm never used to buying water. That's my problem. I say TBC waiting room, but that's my favorite of the WoW installments. I played vanilla a bit, but I sank my teeth in with TBC. I think I probably agree. I'm of the similar vein fan in the sense that when I first started playing the game, period, was in vanilla, but I never got to max level in vanilla. And so TBC was where I really got into the game. And then even on re-release, I didn't really play vanilla, but I played the re-release of Wrath, and of TBC and then Wrath, and man, frig, it's so fun. TBC, I think, is probably my favorite of all the expansions. I got to like level 21 Undead Holy Priest, not because I knew about healing or dungeons, but because I thought that was a hilarious combination. Yeah, Undead Holy Priest. So would you agree that TBC is your favorite expansion? Ooh, Blazing Wand. And if so, why? Why would you say TBC is your favorite? God, these drop rates suck. I think I got a ring on my first kill and now I haven't seen one. Not knowing there was a lore aspect to it. Yeah, I mean, ooh, hold on a sec. Wow, that's actually an upgrade. That is a very small upgrade. Alrighty. I'll take that spirit too. Let's just go kill this Slayer. Doo-dee-dee-dee. We really need some rings to drop. Now, we're getting pretty good XP, but it's dicey, number one, with these ambushers, and number two, with these Slayers. Okay, there we go. There's two. I equate my answer to is better to catch the first fish, or the... I equate my answer to is it better to catch the first fish or the bigger fish? I don't really know what you mean by that. But I can give you my answer. I mean, I think TBC... Hold on a sec, let's pull this back. I think TBC had like the perfect endgame. Now keep in mind, this is very PvE focused. I'm not really a PvPer, so keep that in mind. But I think, now there's parts that aren't perfect, like for example, all the reputation that you needed. But even still, I think TBC did an amazing job of laddering you up endgame. So what I mean by that is, you hit 70, and you have to do regular dungeons so that you can get rep and gear to be able to run heroics. Because heroics were actually hard, right? Like, you couldn't just waltz your way through heroics. Then you did heroics to get better gear, and because you had to do some of them to get attuned to do Karazhan. Then the first tier, maybe my favorite tier of raiding, is Karazhan, which is a friggin' amazing 10-man. Gruul's Lair, which I think is such a fun 2-boss raid. And Mag's Lair. Mag's is like, okay, I don't know. I don't love Mag. It's pretty cool. The thing I don't love about Mag is the fact that I don't love the mechanics where one person screwing up in a 25-man raid can just instantly wipe the whole raid. I think that's kind of lame. I get it if it's like, okay, one person screws up and it really hurts the raid and like maybe, you know, 60% chance you're gonna wipe. But in Mag, if one person doesn't click that cube, you pretty much wipe, right? Which can be really frustrating. But that's really good. And then Tier 5 was pretty cool, SSCTK, and then you have Tier 6, you know, Black Temple. Like, I don't know. I just thought they did endgame so well in TBC, personally. I really enjoyed questing and dungeon running. I didn't really raid. Oh, man. You missed the best part. Villain's in the house. Villain, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Hold on, let me kill this. The attune process takes you through normals and heroics, from easy to hard. The quests show you the difficulty path. Do it all to get into raid. Yeah, like, and I don't know if you're saying that because you think it's good or bad, Villain, but I think they did that really well. Like, you actually had to go around the world and do a whole bunch of different stuff and slowly build your way up to then get ready and attuned to go raid. I thought it was a really good job. Now, it's probably annoying doing it on your like alts, but doing it on that first character, and I think they might be addressing that in the re-release. I think they might be saying on your, like your rep carries over or something, but I really like that. Like the attunement quest chain, I really like that. My Frost Mage and his personal mobile water fountain, good times. Yeah, I like I thought the attunements were pretty cool, especially on your first character. Yes, it could get annoying if you have multiple 70s, but especially on the first one, I think it's really cool. And it's not just like, oh hey, you hit max level and you immediately jump into raids and you just raid log for the week, you know? So anyways, now my third priest coming through, I'm not in love with the attune path. But also knowing everyone else in my raid had to go through it, so they at least get what group content is about. Yeah, man. I mean, that's just what TBC is, right? I love it. Yeah, like if you want to raid in TBC, that's what you have to go through. And again, especially on the first character, like it's awesome. Like look at Classic right now. It's probably everybody just raid logging Nax and or, you know, failing in Nax and just being bored, right? So it's such a fun way to have a build up and to have an extra few weeks of content before you're raid logging in Kara, right? I like that part. You had to be a person of the world, kind of. Plus Medivh is a badass, yeah. Yeah, it's a very cool quest chain. Ultimately a natural proving ground. Yeah. Yeah, like you can't just, especially these days with RMT, you can't just like, I guess you can technically buy anything, but you can't just like boost to 70 and then jump into a Kara GDKP. Now you probably can, because you probably can just buy a boost that includes Kara attunement, but there's always going to be people who are going to just do that, right? And there's not much. Jeez, look at all the friggin' herbs around here. Is this guy taking that herb? Oh, it's like on the side of the mountain. Anniversary TBC with account-wide attune. And alts only have to be friendly. I don't know if this is going to lead to noobs in the raid or just allow the pros to get in on multiple classes. So that's what it was. So you only need friendly the second time around. I don't know. I think overall, Villain, that it's probably a good thing. Hold on, where is... Oh, here it is. Frig, I'm going to aggro for sure. I really want that Briarthorn. Let me just drop a totem here. Set up shop. I think it's probably a good thing. Because even still, you still have to do a little bit of work, right? They're not like removing all the work. And the reality is, like, you're never gonna have a totally noob immune game, right? There's always gonna be a couple noobs. That's just how it is. I think it's a happy medium. Your first character still has to do it the normal way, right? Only need friendly on alts and to buy the BOA key on a main and mail it to yourself. Yeah, mail it to your alt. Yeah. I think I like that. I think it's a pretty good happy medium. I think one aspect of vanilla and TBC is mods. There were definitely mods helping everyone, but definitely not as refined or prevalent as now. Yeah, well, do you mean add-ons, fan? There is going to be a lot of, oh shit, my key is on my other tune, BRB. Oh, 100%. 100%. Let's go get that Mage Royal. Yeah, so at least the player will know how shit is, even if they don't know how to play their class. Yeah, which, like, I don't know, probably even more important, right? Like, especially the third time through, you don't have to be like min-max, right? I'd rather somebody who's a little bit newer to the class, but they know the mechanics of the fight well, and they'll listen to instructions, in my opinion, than somebody who's like min-max their character, but they don't know to get out of the fire on what's his name in Karazhan. You know what I mean? At least that's my opinion. Add-on, same thing. Power Ores did the same thing as DBM, and yeah, I mean, I think add-ons, especially these days, are definitely overused, and like I don't use too many, as you can see, even for raiding. Like I don't like using DBM, and I didn't use DBM, and I didn't use weak auras when I did my last run through of TBC and Wrath. I find it's like what am I playing the game for, right? Like you can see pretty much all I use is Questy and Bartender, and I forget what it's called, the thing that allows me to see the cooldown timers when I use an ability, like on top of my ability. I forget what it's called. And what else? Is that it? Questy. Oh yeah, and then damage meter and threat meter. And that's usually because I'm tanking. And that's pretty much all I use. Like, I don't understand the people who are using, you know, DBM and weak auras and 100 for then this and you know, changing all the action bar. Well, action bars is one thing. Like changing all the health bars, moving everything all over. I don't know. I think it's gotten a little out of hand, personally. I installed DBM and shut off the warning, so I had it when Raidly did the DBM check. Smart. Smart. Ooh, let's see if I can just run out of here. Maybe I'll just Hearth. Or should I try to kill some raptors? Maybe I'll go look quickly to see if I can kill some raptors. Yeah, I don't love DBM. I never really used it. Or weak auras. I think it's overrated. And I think if that's... I mean, listen, if you want to do it, right? You're playing a video game. Play it however you want to play it. But what's the point of raiding if you're just going to have big red letters in front of your face telling you what to do? And we talked about this a little bit on my last video. If you watched it, or go back and watch it on YouTube, we had a talk about the one button, like in retail, how there's like one button mode. I forget what it's called, but you can basically just spam one button and it'll DPS for you. God damn it, somebody keeps killing all these raptors. That's so annoying. So instead of like DPSing, or I don't know if you can do it for tanking and healing, but it's like a one button DPS rotation. I guess it's not a rotation, you're just clicking one button. And I think it's like kind of stupid. Conbag was saying that if something like a one button rotation and adding WoW to the Battle Pass, or whatever it's called, the Microsoft Game Pass, if that gets more players, then he thinks it's worth it. I don't necessarily agree with that, but anyways, to each their own, as they say. Let's kill this one, and then I'll probably just Hearth to hand in these quests. I would have liked to finish... Oh no, you know what? I think I can finish this when we go down and do Stolen Silver. So this actually isn't the end of the world. Ooh, we got 3. Is there another one around here? If there's another one around here, I'll kill it. Otherwise, I think I'm going to... Oh yeah, there's another one. Maybe we can sneak out 5. Let's see, level 17. We're about halfway to 18. No, halfway to 19? Yeah, halfway to 19. We're cruising. Yeah, what do you guys think of the, damn it. What do you guys think of the one button rotation for retail? I'm just gonna Hearth it out. Let's see. You know what, let's go to sitting desk. Keck F and W. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. If anything, it's a little ironic that they have it in retail, because... One sec. Hold on a second here. If anything, isn't it more ironic in retail where the boss mechanics are like crazy? Like, isn't raiding in retail pretty insane? So you're going to have insane raid mechanics, and then you're going to have a one button DPS rotation? It doesn't make sense to me. But anyways. That's a silver leaf. I'll do those quests at a different time. On paper, what it's meant to do, I kind of support. It's supposed to help people do the damage on one button and think about kicks and silences with their brain. But like, again, it's so... It seems to be so anti-retail. Retail is like all these crazy mechanics and... Ooh, that's actually an upgrade. Sorry, frig. That's a level 20, yeah. It's a bit of a tougher quest. Should we go... I don't, what do we... Oh, we do actually want to... You know what, let's fly over there and hand it in, and then we'll do altered, then we'll do altered beings. I think this brings us kind of closer. But I don't know, Villain, like... You make retail super heavy rating mechanics, but then you give a one button rotation button so that you can think about how to do those mechanics. Why don't you just reduce the mechanics a tiny bit? No? Like if anything, a one button rotation sounds more like classic than retail. But I guess in classic, some classes quite literally just have a one button rotation, so you wouldn't need the one button rotation, you know what I mean? To be as fair as possible to the one button, you still need to activate damage cooldowns. You need to kick and use active mitigation still. It only runs through your 1112, 1112, 1112. Yeah, I understand that. Which is part of why, like, I don't get it. It seems... what am I trying to say here? Hold on, let me hand this quest in. I can't talk and do and think at the same time. Okay, and let me go, just gonna go vendor real quick. I don't think I need any of these. No, I don't. Okay, let me do a quick vendy vend. This I don't need. That I don't need. That I don't need. That I don't need. That I don't need. Milk I'm gonna put on my bar. That we don't. That we don't. That we don't. That we don't. That your fan. That your fan. These I'm just gonna vendor. I don't think I need them. Okay.
Keep it real.
Keep it real. Okay. Can boil it down to just cut it back to Frostbolt then. Why need Ice Lance if you're just going to combine it into one button anyways? Because ultimately that's what one button is covering, the filler and the proc skills. Yeah. So why do you need them? Like, you might as well just make it... Your situational kit is still all you? Well, I would hope so, right? I would certainly hope so. Lion to... Oh my god, now I get Chen's empty keg. I just killed all of those things. Should I just... Is Chen's empty keg good to finish? I guess that's... Eh. I might just drop it. I guess I'll keep it for now. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I keep Chen's empty keg? The reason why I don't want to is because it friggin... When I bring up my map, now it's all messed up. Because, like, I need everything. And I don't know if I want to go kill all these stuff again. I just killed all that stuff. I guess it doesn't hurt. Especially if I'm, like, on the way. Savannah Lion, Plainstrider Kidney. Like, I just finished all the quests to kill those. Anyways. Let's see if we can, might as well kill this. Let's go kill those turtles, though. Basically, Arcane Blast, spam Arcane Blast and win. So yeah, why have the rotation so damn convoluted? You need a one button. Cut the skills back to Legion days and call it a day. I mean, that's the other approach, right? Like, my thought was, well, why don't, like... If the mechanics are too insane, why don't you just cut back on some of the mechanics so that people actually have the brainwaves to do their rotation and their interrupts. Or what Villain is saying is, well, why don't you just, bring down the rotation a little bit in terms of the numbers of abilities, so that you also don't need a one-button rotation to do that. So I thought we were pruning skills because it was getting out of control coming out of WoD. Why did it get twice as bad? I don't know. My best guess is probably that they're so deep into expansions, and every expansion you kind of feel like as you add an expansion and add new levels, you probably kind of feel like you have to also add at least another 1 or 2 new abilities per class, right? Like, are you going to have a new expansion that adds no new abilities for a class? Probably not. So I think what's happened, Villain, and again, this is just a guess, but I think what's happened is there's just been so many expansions. So after that many expansions, it's not a huge surprise that there's so many abilities. Right, they start to feel like they need to add and they freaking don't. Right. So, I mean, I don't know what the answer is. Like, maybe don't add. Maybe maybe every second expansion add. Or maybe if you're going to add some, you actually remove some. Or, I don't know. They can tweak spells on tier sets, shift meta just by changing how a spell or 3 work during a tier. Yeah, that's an interesting approach. Can you use tier sets to help alter abilities in that way? But yeah, I mean, listen, I don't play retail, so I don't know what it's like. Or next tier some other skill works good. Yeah, it's a good idea. I don't, like I said, I don't play retail, so I don't know how good or bad it is. I've gone back once in a blue moon over the last few years and didn't last very long. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I haven't been seriously paying attention since Legion. Yeah, that's probably even more recent than me. So this is just 1, right? I don't know why it's tripping me out. It looks like there's 2. Yeah, it's just the 1. We're getting pretty good drop rates here. Played up through Shadowlands, but not for real since Legion. Yeah, that's probably even longer than me. I didn't make it that long. I think I played a tiny bit of Kata, and then I think I played a little bit of Mop, but then I was just kind of like, just not really into it, if I'm being honest, until they re-released Classic, however many years ago. No, I didn't even play the re-release of Classic, but I did play the re-release of TBC. And now, obviously, I played a little bit of the re-release of Classic, but I don't think I'm going to play TBC, if I'm being honest. Are you guys going to play TBC for a 3rd time? It was during Legion they played me. They played me hard. Yeah, I didn't partake. Okay, let's go hand in. See, this is why I hate Chen's empty keg. I just want to be able to see my map, for Christ's sake. Anyways. And I refused to daily till Panda when they snuck gear upgrading currency into dailies, forcing me to do a few. Then Legion, they changed it up world questing. I mean, that's the other thing. I think TBC did dailies really well, in the sense that you didn't really have to do dailies, but you could do some dailies that could lead to cool stuff. Like, if you remember the Netherwing dailies, like, that was super cool. Is a good way to get gold and a good way to get a really friggin' cool mount. I think when Sunwell came out, those dailies were a little bit more beneficial, like, to really make sure you did. I did 10,000 world quests, loving the system, and I got 20,000 dailies done achieved from doing a world quest. Jesus, they tricked me. Damn, man, that is friggin' dedication. Frickin'cation. Do I want? No, I don't even. You know what? Screw it. I'm getting rid of Chen's empty keg. I don't care what you guys say. I just like being able to see my mini-map too much, and I don't care to go kill all these mobs. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, once I hand in Altered Beings... Oh no, I think there's one more quest after Altered Beings where I have to do something... I think I have to do something at this oasis, and then that one gives me the final Wailing Caverns quest, I think. So much sour powder on the brownie lol. Gee, I couldn't tell, villain. I couldn't tell. Yeah, it got a little out of control for I think Wrath did dailies pretty good as well. I think TBC and Wrath did them pretty good, and then they kind of got a little out of hand. And you know, you pretty much had to like raid log and do dailies, and I didn't like that. The game kind of felt like when the dailies feel like you have to do homework in a video game, then that's when I lose interest. Wrath supposedly had good dailies. I did none of them. I was mad at QD TVC. Wrath wasn't too bad. I remember doing the ones for the shoulder enchant in what's that northeastern zone where where Ulduar was in? Oh, here, speak with Hamel Rune Totem in the Sepulcher. I don't think we're going to the Sepulcher. I guess eventually we will if we want to run SFK. I'll pick up the quest. Okay, so we do have the quest now to go to Wailing Caverns. I don't think I'm going to do it tonight, though, because let me go do the Raptor one. I don't think I'm going to do it tonight. I want to get to level 20, I think, to do Wailing Caverns, and I'm probably not going to be on late tonight. So we'll do it probably in the next stream. We'll do Wailing Caverns. Let's try to push it. Let's see if I can get another like half plus level tonight. And ooh, I want to do Hezrol's Head as well. I'm just going to keep going in order, though. Let's do Angry Scythe and Stolen Silver. And then and I think we'll also finish the Raptor one at the same time. And then we should do Hezrol's. And those two quests, Hezrol's and Stolen Silver, give us nice little upgrades here. We get the boots, and we get the ring. Those are really nice for right now. So that'll be good. Yeah, I did dailies in Storm Peaks for Re-Wrath. That's what it's called. Got all kitted with the shoulder chants. Yeah, exactly. Did you do much of Wrath, Villain? What did you guys think of Wrath? I thought TBC was probably my favorite expansion. I thought Wrath was quite good, but not as good. I thought it was very good, but not as good. TBC might be my favorite, if I'm being totally honest. TBC, including nostalgia, TBC might be my favorite. But also thinking objectively, I think I don't... The problem for me is I haven't rated much in Classic. I've rated the most in TBC. I've probably rated the second most in Wrath. And then third place is probably a tie between Classic and Cataclysm. And then that's pretty much it for me. Let's make sure not to get that hyena. So I part of me can't tell if I'm biased. Like, am I biased and I am saying TBC because I played it the most and enjoyed it the most? But I don't know. I think there'd be many people out there that would agree with me that TBC was their favorite and or the best. Do I have all the feathers? No, I have 2. I think I need a third. Do dee 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 me 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 moo. Let's go see here. Ooh, okay, these ones also give me the chance to drop the horn, which is really nice. Wait, one of my... I think this one ran out, yeah. Let's pump, there we go. Let's pull this here. Oh, I think these... Are these the raptors that call for help? I think they are. I think he's gonna call this nerd for help, which is why I wanted the totem down. Oh no, he didn't. Hey, he did or he didn't? Can't tell. Anyways. Do dee 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 bee bee dee bee boo. Boo dee bee bee dee boo. Okay, that one called for help. Whoa, careful. I wonder when I get frost shock. Maybe I get it at 20? I don't know. If anybody knows. Definitely too lazy to look. Frig, I think I need... Yeah, I need one more... I need one more feather. That's a little frustrating. Was there one around here that I skipped? Thought there was. Yeah, there. Let's see if we get a feather here. Dee bee 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 boo bee dee boo. Yeah, and so finishing... I think in finishing Stolen Silver, I'll hopefully get the last raptor horn. Just got the third one for here. So we can do the blue nest. Really a whole bunch of raptor quests here. Back to back to back. And then, so what do we think about favorite from TBC and Wrath? What would we say is our favorite raid? If you had to go first 3 expansions, Classic, TBC, and Wrath, what would you say are your favorite raids? The problem for me, again, in Classic, is I don't think I've done every single raid in Classic at max level, at 60. I've done them all at like 70 and 80 for trolls. But, so I don't know if I even have an answer for Classic. But for TBC, I feel like my favorite I feel like it would be tough to not say Kara. Let's think. Gruul I love. I actually love Gruul's Lair, but it's like a 2-bosser, right? It's kind of like a mini. Like, I don't know if you could put that at the top of your list. Kara. Let's go through it. So Kara, Gruul's definitely not mag. Longer to set up than to do. Honestly, man, I used to run Gruul pugs, and you're 100% right. The hardest part, kind of blah raid time, great fights though. The hardest part of running a Gruul pug is number 1, just finding the people, and number 2, explaining the first fight and just making sure the pull goes smoothly. Because that's like half the battle, right? Just like making sure the pull is smooth. But if we go through TBC, Kara, Maggie, also one of the fave fights of all time. Oh yeah? I don't love it, man. It's super cool. I find Mag super cool. But I think I said this earlier, you might not have been on. I don't love raid mechanics where one person screwing up can wipe the whole raid. And that's, so I don't love the clicking the box mechanic. When it took 20 clickers on rotation, this new 5 clickers only kind of weak sauce. It is weak sauce. But I don't love it. I think, okay, if somebody screws up on the click, okay, maybe it wipes a quarter of the raid or half, you know, but to pretty much wipe the whole raid, I don't love that. I don't like that as a mechanic. But it was a fun fight. It was a cool raid. I like Gruul's more, and I like Kara the most. SSC's not bad. TK's okay. I think I liked SSC more than TK. And then obviously I liked, maybe not obvious for some, but I definitely liked Black Temple more than Hyjal. And Sunwell's okay. I think Kara's my favorite. I think Kara might be my favorite TBC raid. The team challenge part where it's not a lot of bosses to a lot of trash teamwork. Yeah, only one boss. Damn good loot if you're a good team. Yeah. No, I thought Mag was really cool. But I didn't love that mechanic. It's a cool mechanic. I didn't love how one person's stupid mistake could wipe the whole raid. Karabyss, yeah. I think most people would agree. I mean, Kara's probably like a top 5 raid period, right? But yeah, I think Kara's my favorite in, I think these call for help, eh? So I probably want to just take it one at a time. Let's take it one at a time. Let's be smart. Kara stands best for all before it and all after it. Yeah, man, it's such a good raid. So much. It's one of those raids that you could just run it 100 times, you know? Like, it's one of those raids you could run it 100 times and you wouldn't get that bored of it. And then in Wrath, so let's do the same thing in Wrath. So you have Nax, Sarth, Malagos, and then what was after? Ulduar was next, I believe. Nax, Sarth, Malagos, Ulduar, and then what? It was Trial of the Crusader, and then ICC, I believe. Baby Denathria, Vamp Castle of Shadowlands, pretty damn decent raid, and it looked good too. Isolate Wrath, ignore that. We just did Nax 2 years ago. ICC decent, the rest are forgettable raids. I hear a lot about Denathria, but I never did it. I never raided that, but I've heard a lot of good things. I mean, yeah, I really like the Sartharian fight, but it's just one boss. Nax is fun, but yeah, like we did it in Classic, so it's kind of hard to rate it like Biss. Malagos was a cool fight. I think Ulduar might be the top of my list. Ulduar is a really cool raid. I think Ulduar was really well done. ICC decent. Trial of the Grand Crusade kind of boring and pretty short. Kind of almost like a cop-out raid. Like it, you know, not that many bosses. Are these gonna aggro? I think from Wrath, Ulduar might be my favorite. I really like Sarth. Like the Sarth 3D fight is so fun. But again, it's kind of like Mag in the sense that, like, are you really gonna call your favorite raid a one boss raid? You know what I mean? The answer is probably not. Okay, we gotta take 2 of these down. Kill the level 18 first. Here we go. Drop the totem. Might as well do a little stunny stun. Okay, I'm taking some damage here, but this guy's gonna go down. And I still have my health pot. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna health pot. This is definitely hurting, but I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, that's not a fun dodge. Come on. Come on, go down. Come on. Okay, let's bandage up first and foremost. Once we get past the stupid vehicles, I'll do our damn good read. That's a fair take. That's a very fair take. That vehicle gimmick bullshit, though. Yeah, Flame Leviathan was a bit of a pain in the ass, especially if you had a stupid group. You could waste a lot of time in there. That's for sure. Side note, best fight ever in my life in Azeroth, Flame Leviathan solo on foot during Pandaria. Why would you want to do that? So damn fun and so hard. Oh my god. I borderline want to look up a video to see how the heck you would even do that. You know what? Let's go try and kill Hezrol. I'm level... Might not want to do that. I should probably hand some of these in first. Let's go hand some of these in, because it'll ding me 19. And then maybe we'll do Hezrol. Yeah, because I'm only level 18. And we've got a bunch of quests to hand in. Damn. Right, I also took down Zero the tower, so it was full hard mode. Yeah, man, that's wild. Going back, that's how I actually did most of the classic raids, was at level 70 or 80, going back with like a group of like 5. It can actually be pretty fun. Or like on TBC re-release, me and Kath, so at level 70 I was a prot warrior and he was a priest, healing priest, I forget. I think it Disc. I think Disc was, oh no, I think it depended on what phase it was. Anyways, he was a healing priest and we would two-man ZG. Or was that... Could we do it in TBC? I think we could do it in TBC. We definitely also did it in Wrath because we were just trying to farm the mounts, obviously. But, yeah, fun times. Can I grab this? Frig, there's a lot of mobs here. You know what? Screw it. I'm just running. Oh, that's level 17. Let me slow. Ooh, that's a Briarthorn. Oh no, I'm aggroing a lot of stuff. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good. Let me heal up quick. Okay. Yeah, now we're okay. We just kill this and I'll get the Briarthorn. That was a little dicey. That was kind of stupid. I should have played it a little safer. Although, the Shaman kit's really good. Like, I was relatively... Ooh! 2 defense, though. I might hold on to that in case I tank Wailing Caverns. But otherwise, I don't think it's an upgrade. I think I would rather just have the int. I did all the wrong things like that, though. You're doing it wrong. Take and trial. Tank trial on Disc Priest? Huh? Wait, hold on a sec. I'm being an idiot right now. Let me just jump down here. Ooh, what's this? Earth Road? Nah. Tank trial on Disc... What's a tank trial, villain? I'm not following. Tank trial on Disc Priest. You're tanking something on Disc Priest. But, if I hand a few of these in... 1, 2... I want to do Hezrol, but... it might not actually be that smart, too. Do-dee-dee-dee. The other thing that I could do is I could just go do these hand-ins. I could hand in there. I have a hand-in in Org. And then... oh, they're doing the... look at the slash walk. Should I join them? Do-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-do. Alright, let's get on with it. In WoD, there was the Proving Ground. You had to pass silver to be allowed to do that role in the Dungeon Finder. Oh, I got gold tank on Priest. Nice. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I don't know how hard that is to do. I don't think I played any of WoD. Let me hand this in. Do I want to pick these up? No. I guess I might as well pick up Trouble at the Docks. Smart drinks. What's that? Oh, Wailing Essence. Okay. Now, hold on a sec. What did I get? Oh, right. The 3 stam. And I got Raptor Punch. Increases your intellect by 4 and decreases your stamina by 5. I don't know how smart that is to use in HC. You know what? Let's go hand in some quests. Let's go to Crossroads. Let's hand that in. Let's go to Thunder Bluff. Hand that in. I could also go to Org and hand that in. I'm starting to pick up the Wailing Caverns quest. I think maybe next time we're on, we'll aim for Wailing Caverns. Let's go Imp Ghost Wolf. It was a bitch to get done, but when I see it was an achieve, I had to try a lot. Were you one of those achievement chasers, shall we say? Looking for tank Wailing Caverns. Man, I'm about to reroll Warrior. I hate looking for tankins. Yeah, it is really nice in HC playing a tank. Man, I think I'm gonna try and tank Wailing Caverns. So maybe I should hold on to this cape, and I can swap that in just for tanking. I think I might do that. Now, I don't know if it's worth it to keep the belt, because like +2 defense at level 20, I kind of feel like I need the int too, because I'm really going to need a lot of mana for like earth shocking and stuff. So I might. Ooh, yeah, here's that nice upgrade. We're getting some nice upgrades today, actually. Oh, is this a duel? Looks like it is a duel. Let's see if anything dicey happens. Camp T. What is this? Lock versus lock. But why? Does only one of them have a pet? Oh no, priest. Lock versus priest. I wonder if this is a if it's a Makora. Is there a reason to, is there a way to be able to tell if it's a Makora or not? Level 20 versus a 23 warlock. Who's supposed to win this? Anybody know? It's pretty close. They're both This looks very close. But this priest is dotted up and has no mana. He has a little bit of mana. But I think the dots are just going to eat him up. Oh, there's the fear. And here comes a heal. Okay, the dots are off. He gets a heal. Oh, but there's a few more dots up. Oh, he gets the fear. Could that be it? Damn, this is a good ass duel. Priest gets the bubble. Gets the fear. Oh my goodness. Gets the whoa. Priest is gonna get him. They're just wanding. Oh. 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 One more wand. One more wand. Two more wands. Dude, look at how low he is. There we go. He goes down. Okay, it wasn't a Makora. That was a really good duel. Jeez. Why no sack? Give you a sack. Sorry about that. That was interesting, though. It was fun to watch. Okay, I'm going to... I'm just going to go hand a bunch of stuff in. Let's go... Oh, I could have stopped it. Camp T also to hand that in. Jorn Skyseer. Maybe I'll go to Thunder Bluff, hand that in. Then maybe I'll fly to Camp T, hand that in. And then go to Org and hand this in. And then... Do I have enough to get me to 20? Yeah, I could do Cat's Eye Emerald. Maybe I'll run from Org and I'll do Cat's Eye Emerald. That's what I'll do. Right? Because that's not a bad run, right? To go do Cat's Eye Emerald. I can go at this exit, right? And do Cat's Eye. Maybe we'll do that, and then hopefully by then my hearth will be up. Okay, good strategy. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go hand in TB. We're going to hand in Camp T. We're going to hand in an Ogre G. Then we'll do Cat's Eye Emerald. And then probably Hearth. And then I'll probably call it from there. And we're going to want to do... We'll see how long it takes me. If it doesn't take too long, maybe we'll go try Hezrel. Hezrel can be a little bit dicey. It's a level 19 quest, and I'm pretty sure it's him with 2 ads. So I want to be a little bit careful. But man, it's such a good ring. Just a bonus 3 agi, 1 stam. Definitely want this before going into Wailing Caverns. So we're going to want to do it for sure. And then let's check out the gear while we're at it. So we have the RFC cape. We've got 1 stam, 3 spirit chest, not terrible. 3 stam bracers, not terrible. The hammer of Orgrimmar. The welding shield from the Samo flange. 3 agi 1 stam boots that we just got. These are the legs from the RFC quest. 3 intellect belt. 4 spirit cloth hands. These would be nice to upgrade. I guess I can check the auction house. I've got a gold and a half. I think I'm doing pretty good on the gold side of things. So, no complaints there. Maybe I'll spend a couple G's. How many Briarthorn? Oh, I have 15 Briarthorn. Maybe I'll do a little alchemy quickly while I'm here. Do dee dee dee. Dee be doo. And then, yeah, we're technically going to be ready to do Wailing Caverns whenever we want. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, let me do some alchemy now. Might as well. Do dee dee dee. Do do boo. Do I keep vials on me? I feel like I don't. Maybe I kept a few. These I don't need anymore. That I need. Those I don't. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'll keep the cape. Cloth I'm gonna want. Actually, I can probably learn wool bandages. Thank you, whoever gave me that Mark of the Wild. Here, let's take all these out. And... oh yeah, here we go. 15. Boom. Might as well just make probably all of these right now. Yeah, because I want to get rid of the minor healing pots anyways. Ooh, actually I'm going to want to go train because I'm going to hit the max. Yeah, let's go train first before we hit 75. Tauren Warrior. Such a good combo. Is that Corpse Maker? Prospector Axe. Damn. God damn. What else? Oh no, nothing. Okay. Expert? There we go. Okay, now we can do this. Okay, so we gotta get to 80 to learn the next stuff. Water breathing, wisdom. Even wisdom will be good for me. Healing pot obviously, mana pot obviously. Yeah, like all of these are good. And I think that's one of the reasons why 1 second. Might as well make these. I think that's one of the reasons why I went Herb Alch, is because Might as well make all these, no? Is because pretty much every single elixir can benefit a shaman, whether it's physical, because I'm enhance. So if it's physical and it adds strength or agi or attack power, it's great. And if it gives me intellect or spirit or armor, it's also pretty good too. So no complaints there, you know? Okay, 81. So I can do blackmouth oil. How do I make it? Oily blackmouth, okay. Let me go train first aid. It's right up here. Might as well. And then I can go dump all the extra mats in the bank. I have this scroll, like I'm gonna save some of this stuff for... I'll save a bunch of that stuff for whaling caverns. I think this raptor punch I can probably just get rid of. Because why would I ever want to reduce my stamina? Here's wool. I might as well make all these. Ooh, I can make a bunch of wool, okay. Now we gotta get to 115. I'm not gonna get there with what I have on me. But we shall see. Getting a few points from it in green. So that's good. And then I guess I can vendor, yeah, I'll be able to vendor all these. And we'll switch over to wool. Wool bandage. There we go. There it is, boys. And I can vendor all the heavy linen. Stamina, that I'm gonna keep. This stuff I can put back in my bag. Did I pick up the quest? No, I didn't pick up. Okay, that's what I forgot to do. I knew there was one more thing I had to do here. Do. Stop at a vendor. Okay, so we'll have 17, so that's good. What did I say? I had to get to 115 to get the next level. Yeah, so we're still quite a ways off. Okay, so let's go hand in the quest. And then we'll fly to Camp T. We'll put the rest of the stuff in the bank. We'll fly to Camp T. We'll fly to Org. So that probably the rest of the stream I'll just be flying around, but we'll be chit-chatting it up if you want to hang out. But oh no, and I'm gonna do I want to do Cat's Eye Emerald. I should have enough time to do that. I mean, the worst part about Cat's Eye Emerald is you just have no idea how long it might take. Let's vendor this and this. Could take what, 2 kills? Could take 25. So we'll see. See how lucky we get. Do. But yeah, in case you haven't been part of the discussion yet, I think we've decided that we're going to tank Whaling Caverns. So yeah, that'll be fun. As a shaman, it is apparently doable with Rockbiter, Earth Shock, and I guess Stoneclaw can be super helpful too. Again, just for keeping threat off of other people. I'll probably look up or watch a guide. I don't think it'll be that crazy. But either way, I think I'll probably look up a guide, because why not? Here it is. Crescent Staff. Damn, the Staff of the Crescent. So I guess I probably use Crescent Staff, right, when I get it? It's a huge DPS boost. 20 DPS. So I would imagine I use it. I'm not going to lie, I have actually quite enjoyed the sword and board. because you still do pretty good damage, and you're definitely a lot tankier. But I feel like if I get Crescent Staff, I have to use it at least for a couple levels. No, it's such a DPS increase. So, okay, let's go to the bank quickly. It's right here, might as well. Do. Thunder Bluff isn't my favorite main city, but I have to say it's probably up there for the most efficient to get around.
I've been expecting you.
Like, Org is such a long schlep. What else can I put away? Org is a long schlep to get around everywhere. Undercity is just confusing as hell. But, Stormwind's a great city, but it can be very spread out. Thunder Bluff I find to be pretty good. Mool Lord. Alright. 1 minute till Ani buff. Let's go. I've barely had world buffs on this character. I think maybe once I had world buffs. Okay, we'll go to Camp T. Camp Tarajo. Yeah, this is really nice. Trouble at the docks is 10 silver. Smart drinks is 10 silver. Sepulture. I mean, if I needed an extra level or two, I could go over there, but I think honestly what I'm probably, and I don't want to jinx anything, I'm going to knock on wood quickly, but like I think I'm just going to plan my next horde character to be undead, just because I've done Mulgore and Durotar so many times and Barrens so many times, and I actually quite like them, but I have barely done undead. And so I feel like my next character on Horde, I'm gonna either make an undead or just run them over and do undead. Like, I'm thinking of either making a troll or an undead warrior. And even if I made a troll, I'm thinking of running them over to do the undead starting zone. Or I should probably just make an undead. Because undead's pretty good, although troll is really good, the racials and stuff. Let's go hand this in. Complete. What level is that? 19? Okay. Tribes of War. Yeah, I'm not gonna do those anytime soon, so I'm not gonna pick them up. Zevra Carcass. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna go up to Org, we're gonna hand this, like, look at this, I'm gonna land here. It's gonna take me 10 minutes to run over here to hand in this quest in Org. Spirits of Stone Talon, I guess I could pick that up, maybe. And then we'll run out this way, and we'll do Cat's Eye Emerald. That's the plan, Stan. And, yeah, we'll probably call it there. And then, depending on... So, yeah, I definitely want to do Hezrel before Wailing Caverns. So maybe that's what we'll do. The next time I log on, I'll start by doing Hezrel. And or killing a few mobs and try to get as close to 20 as possible before doing Wailing Caverns. Or the next time I'm on, I can do Hezrel and just a couple more quests to get to level 20. And then the time after that, we'll do Wailing Caverns. So anyways, either next time or the time after that, we're going to do Wailing Caverns. And it should be fun. And I think it's good for gear for Shaman, no? Let me take a look while we're flying. Wailing Caverns. Let's pull it up here. What would be good? Wand, don't care. Pretty good cape for me. That's mail. Cloth shoulder. That would be a pretty good ring. Actually, this would be nice. Stinging Viper in the main hand with a shield? That would actually be quite nice. Damn, there's some really good mail. This would be nice. If I got Stinging Viper and the Seed Cloud Buckler, whew, that would be nice. Oh, these would be nice. Leggings of the Fang. Damn. Crash's back would be pretty good too for me. Yeah, so there's, and then anything of the Fang is really good for me. Damn. There's actually some really good stuff. I might have to, this is so weird, 2 strength 7 spirit. I might actually do Wailing Caverns more than once. Because there's just a lot of good stuff for me. A lot of the blues. Can't use that. Could use that. I could use these. I probably wouldn't take them from a clothy, but I have no cloth. Like, I have no shoulders. Maybe I should buy. Actually, maybe I'll do that. Maybe right now I'll go quickly check for gloves and a ring and shoulders. Even if I just have gray or white leather shoulders. I should have done that in TB, but let me look it up now. Because if I'm going to tank, I really do want to give myself, obviously, the best chance possible, especially tanking the last boss. So, let me go take a quick look. Now, I don't play solo self-found, but I do kind of play a little bit of, like, not using the auction house that much. If that makes sense. And there's no hard rule, but I just try not to use the auction house too much. But I feel like this is a good spot too. Let's see if there's anything good. Oh yeah, 52. $59. I feel like this is worth it. Let's buy these. 22 silver I think is worth it. Let's look for leather hands. Looking for one more tank RFC. Everybody's looking for a tank for RFC. It's crazy, bruh. Ooh. Strength Agi for 30 silver. Agi Spirit. I might just go with those. No. Yeah. 30 silver for that. And let's see if there's any rings. I feel like these are going to be crazy expensive. Yeah, Jesus, look it out. Oh my God. How much gold do I have? 1 gold now. Yeah, these are too expensive. Jesus. Yeah. Okay, I figured maybe I'd see if I can get lucky. But, let's just stick with that. I think that's worth it. I just spent about, what, 50 silver total? But I think it's worth it. Especially if I'm going to be tanking. Because look at this. That's just an extra 59 armor I wouldn't have had. This is an extra 32 armor. 4 strength, 4 agi. So I think it's worth it. I think. Increase the amount, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Anyways. So let's go... Let's go hand this in. And then we'll go run out and do Cat's Eye Emerald. And then we'll probably hearth out from there. Orc Warrior, I get up again. No, I wanted to inspect. No. No. Kind of thirsty. There's no way I'm getting up to go get some water right now. Also, I'm at that terrible time where I'm thirsty, but if I drink at this point, I'm going to be peeing all night. I don't know if any of you can relate to that struggle. Adult struggle. Hi, you are a lawyer and got time to play WoW? I mean, it's Saturday night. I'm, number one, so it's a valid question, Estriath, and thank you, welcome to the stream, by the way. Number one, I'm self-employed, so I'm able to control... Bring the Samaflange manual. Ooh. Number one, when you're self-employed, I mean, there can be pros and cons to being self-employed as a lawyer, just like with anything else. But I can kind of control my caseload a little bit better. And number two, Saturday night, right? Like everybody, even if you're super crazy busy, everyone's got to take some time off at some point, right? So I do try to have a pretty good balance. And the other thing I find is if I don't take enough time off in a week to recharge, it just negatively affects my work, right? So finding that right balance is obviously a little bit difficult and takes some time to figure out, but as well, like if you want to have a long successful career in anything, you kind of do have to find that good balance and a way to disconnect and relax and reset. Otherwise you're just gonna not, I don't think you're gonna be that great during the week if you're going crazy 7 days a week, you know what I mean? Now some people are a little bit different from others. Some people I find have like a higher tolerance for just like pushing themselves to the limit. But if I work 7 days a week, my brain becomes mush by the end of it, and then it ruins the next week type thing. So nothing against working hard. Certainly put in my fair share of hours, but especially on the weekends, I try to take some time away, spend a lot of time with family, friends, and work in a few hobbies, right? Otherwise, number one, you'll go crazy, and number two, what the heck are we all here for, right? YOLO, as they say. So that's my take. Sorry, this is a bit of a long rant from that one little comment, but hopefully that gives you a little background. If you do have any other questions though about the career, about the profession, then I'm always happy to chat about it. So, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna head and we're gonna go do Cat's Eye Emerald, and we're gonna pray to the quest gods that it doesn't take too long for that item to drop. So wish me luck. Look at this. Oh, thank you, Mr. Mage or Mrs. Mage. Snake vendor. Never have I wanted less to speak to a specific vendor than to the snake vendor. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I'm unemployed. I just want to understand, so I'm the lowest in the society versus the highest. Well, don't be too quick to put people on a pedestal, right? Don't be too quick. Nobody's perfect, all that jazz. And you're just like one good opportunity away from being gainfully employed, right? But yeah, no matter what, like doing good stuff and being successful, it's going to take time, it's going to take effort. But as well, like anything, you gotta find a balance. But yeah. Any specific type of work or industry that you're into or that you're looking to get into? That would be my guess, and or a question. And then like the other thing, not that you've necessarily asked for this or any type of advice, but fear chairman sleep. What have you been doing to try and get into something? You know, what are you doing day to day to try and get a little bit better? Try and find that new opportunity, all that kind of stuff. I want to do a training to get a good job and something I like. Well, that's good. Do you know what? Because if that's what you want to do, the next question becomes, well, what type of job do you think you'd like? And then what training would you need that would lead to that? What do we got here? Mage Royal? Okay, okay. Doo-dee-dee-dee. I think I can get this without aggroing. Let's find out. Let's find out. And are you a WoW player as well? I'm assuming so. Electrician, maybe? Man, if I had to start all over again, I'd probably do something in the trades. Something blue collar. It's a bit interesting for me. I mean, here's the thing. The only way you're going to find out if it's interesting or not is to try it. So, what I would probably do is I would try to talk to as many electricians as possible, or ask if you could like go shadow one of them for a day and just see what it's like. But yeah, you're never going to know until you try. But the sooner you take action towards trying to figure it out, the better. But yeah, man, I anything trades, it's number one, it's really good right now, and number two, like, you know, AI is not replacing the trades anytime soon, right? If anything, something like an electrician might be needed even more with all this like AI data center crap. So that's what I would look into, something like electrician, plumbing, you know, welding, woodworking, all that kind of stuff. I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon. And if you like working with your hands, then yeah, I think it's very high in demand, at least up here in Canada. I don't know where you're based, but yeah, I would try to talk to, or like go on Reddit, like read some Reddit threads from electricians, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. If there's someone in your network that is an electrician and you could like ride around with them for a day, that's what I would do. I'm trying to go into rehabilitation training to learn something. I try, must look, hope it's work. I'm from Germany, okay. Damn. You're not close at all. Physically, that is. Do you live in Germany, or you just said you're from Germany? Oh man, how many kills is this gonna take? So far, not so good. We got programs to learn something. It need like 3 years and then I can work with it. Okay. Yeah, so it sounds like kind of like a training slash, almost, not a co-op is the wrong word, but I think a lot of governments too, like, have programs or subsidies for stuff like that, especially for, oh actually, oh no, that's not water. Especially for things that are in need in that country, right? So like if electricians are a shortage in Germany, then maybe there's like subsidized programs you could take. Yeah, I live in Germany, but my origin is from Turkey. Interesting. How did you end up in Germany from Turkey? Doo-doo-doo. Alright, how many kills is this gonna take? But live and raised here. Okay. Very cool. I've never been to either Germany or Turkey. I've been to... In Europe, I've been to... I don't think I've ever been in this building now that I think about it. In Germany, not that you asked, in Germany, in Europe, I've been to Italy. I've been to Spain. And I've been to France. I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that might be it. I've not been to Germany. I've not been to Turkey. My grandparents and my parents are guest workers. They help to build the country. Oh, wow. Very cool. You've got some deep roots there, shall we say. Okay, these are not respawning. We're gonna have to go into the cave. Don't want to go too deep. Okay, here we go. Yeah, especially if... Oh, we got 2. Okay. Okay. 1 down. Okay, we're okay. They're green. They're green. We're okay. We're okay. Yeah, something like this. Cave is risky. Yeah, man. Do you play hardcore at all? I'm assuming you play WoW. Otherwise, why would you... How would you have found my stream, right? Yeah, I really try to avoid caves, if at all possible. Although we're at a pretty good level to be doing this quest. These mobs are level 16. We're what, level 19? So we're at a pretty good place. God, I'm getting a lot of these pages, but I'm not getting the Cat's Eye Emerald. Got a level 60 and 44 rogue. Oh, nice. I stopped to play today. Sometimes you need a break, right? Damn, that's impressive. What's your best tip for someone who has never hit 60 in HC? I think my highest, which is actually still alive, I think my highest is a 41 warrior, which I probably should get back on sometime soon. But I think my highest is a 41 warrior. I've lost a couple in the 30s. Let's go kill this. Number 1, just go slowly. Don't forget that you got only 1 chance. I think that's probably my biggest problem, is I'm just impatient. Oh god, this drop rate is gonna take forever, isn't it? Number 2, if you feel something bad, don't try it. I think that's something I've gotten a little bit better at, which is like getting a sense for what is dangerous and just avoiding it completely, right? There we go. Ooh, man, not really an upgrade, but it's always nice to get an extra green. Ooh, this... Do I have to heal this guy? Let me heal him up. Just to be safe. Are all these dead? Yeah. Ooh, here's one. Number 3, do low-level quests. You must generally 2 to 3 level up than your enemies in quests. Yes. That's something I kind of learned the hard way. So I definitely do that now. I would say the first like 5 characters I played, I didn't really know that or think to do it. But now I definitely try to make sure, ideally I'm at least 1 level higher than the quest, for sure. Especially if you're on a character like melee. Man, I've died so many times on Warrior. If you haven't already, check my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, I do have an entire playlist of death clips. And there is no shortage of them. I have a lot of death clips. Most of them are Warrior. And yeah, most of them are me being like impatient or doing something stupid or I don't know. Really don't want to go that much deeper in here. If I don't have to. Let me take Estriath's advice. It feels dicey in there, so I'm just going to walk out. But I really want this quest item, and there's people outside now. So I don't really want to have to compete with them for mobs. Oh, here, let me... I'll aggro this one. Jeez, this mage. Is he gonna die? Oh no, he's okay. But he keeps getting low every time I look over. Is that a disarm? Yeah. Yeah, that mage is really dicing it up. Do auto loot on in the interface if you don't want to click all. Man, I kind of like it. I don't know why. I've tried auto loot before. I don't know what it is. I like clicking the loot. And also I like being able to not take some loot if I don't want to. Or if like my bags get full. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm super weird. I'm probably in the minority. But for some reason, I prefer to click my loot. And like I don't have the auto hand in for quests. I don't know. There's some things I have some patience for some reason. So, oh, Estrius with the follow. Thanks, Estrius. Appreciate it. Hopefully you'll be able to guide me to my first 60. How about this? You guide me to 60. I'll guide you along your career journey. We'll make that trade-off. You are not lazy enough. I guess. I am lazy in some ways. Don't get me wrong. But for some reason I prefer to click loot. And I prefer to hand in and pick up quests. I don't like to like auto pick up quests. Alright, we're going back into the cave. But I'm like, these are level 16s. I should be fine. I'll be careful. I'll watch behind me. But man, this, we are not getting lucky with this drop rate. I don't know if anyone does. Ooh. Oh, am I gonna get 2? I am gonna get 2. Gotta be a little careful here. Let's drop this too. Should kill him, yeah. The disarm's kind of annoying for me. As Shaman? Your origin is from Canada, or you got a background story like me? No, man, I'm the total opposite. I grew up in Canada. It's the only place I've lived. Lived here my whole life. Only country I know. I've traveled not a ton, but I've traveled a decent enough amount. But yeah, I've only ever lived in Canada my whole life. So I don't really know what it's like to go live in another country. Ooh, I gotta be careful. Ooh. It's kind of nice. Oh, I can't bandage. Okay, we gotta be a little bit careful here. Stay by this totem. Let's get a little heal. Yeah, I actually spent a fair amount of time practicing immigration law. So I did work with a lot of people helping them come to Canada. I don't do it anymore. But I did a fair amount of work in that regard. But I've never moved to another country. I've obviously visited other countries, but I've never lived in another country for more than maybe like a month. So I've never had that experience. I'm sure it's an interesting one. But I'm also very much a homebody. So I have, like, I don't really yearn to go live somewhere else. I'm more of like the, I like where I am. I like staying put. Me and my wife don't love leaving the house all that much. Oh, did that guy just come here and then run away? How the heck did he get aggroed? Oh my god, another green. Getting a lot of greens. And where did that mob go? He just aggroed and then ran away. That was super Super weird. Let me at least chug a troll's blood. And you know what? Let's go strength too. Because after this, I'm probably gonna hearth and just log out. So these will stick with me, no matter where we go. Oh my god. Do. We are not getting that lucky, unfortunately. What do you think, Estriath, is the is Hunter the best class to play if I want to try to get to 60 in terms of like ease? My favorite class has always been Warrior, but I find Warrior to be quite challenging in HC. I've also played my fair share of Hunter, and Hunter's much easier, obviously. So I'm thinking of, yeah, it's the easiest. I'm thinking of maybe I'll probably either go Hunter or Warrior again next, but I enjoyed so nice to play Hunters. Yeah, I enjoy Hunter. I enjoy it. I honestly found my biggest problem, I think, because I've gotten at least one Hunter to 33, I think. I died on a Hunter at 33. Honestly, my biggest trouble with Hunter, when I've died, it's because I get overconfident, because BM Hunter is so good that, like, you know, once in a while you just get too cocky and you overpull, or you forget about this, or you forget about that, and you end up dying. So it goes to like your earlier points, which is be patient. You know, if you don't feel something safe, don't do it, right? That kind of stuff. Which I know, but it's easier said than done. You are never alone, you got always someone with you. Yeah, I mean, having a BM Hunter pet with you is so OP. So maybe I'll do that next. I've been thinking of a dwarf hunter. Oh, here it is. Done. Okay, hallelujah. We're hearthing, boys. We are hearthing. Manual, screw it. Do the manual another time. Getting the heck out of here. Where's this hand in? Oh, it's in ratchet. Might as well do the hand in quickly. Don't go in caves is one of my rules too. Yeah. I at this point I know most of the rules. The problem is sometimes I forget to follow the rules. Caves, I go in caves, I just make sure that I'm at a good level, right? So in that case, the caves, it was level 16s and 17s, right? And I'm level 19 and I was playing it pretty cautious, so I think that's fine, right? And I wasn't going too deep into the caves, so I like to think that wasn't too bad. Yeah, we actually got, look at this, got 1, 2, 3 greens out of that. These were my old ones. A couple green weapons. These will be good little vendors for me. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to end the stream after I hand this in. And then my plan is, for the next one, is we'll log in and we will do Hezrel's Head, because I really want this ring. And then I think what we'll probably do is we'll look to just push to level 20, and then I want to tank Wailing Caverns as a shaman. That's the goal. Is it a crazy goal? Maybe a little bit. But, number one, there's always groups looking for tanks. Number two, as we've talked about with Digger before, I think maybe 2 videos ago, if you check on my YouTube, I talked with Digger about how it's more than possible to tank dungeons as a shaman. And yeah, there's such a shortage of tanks. People are always looking for tanks, so I might have to try to convince some people to allow me to. But I'm not going to use that.
Be good.
But anyways, so that's what the plan is. Let me put this stuff in the bank. Alrighty, folks. Let me put the bag in.
Keep it real.
Or should I just log out here? Carcass. Nah, I'm gonna fly back. Log out in the inn there. Yeah, so I'm gonna log out in Crossroads, and next time we will do Hezrel's Head, and we will, honestly, I might even just grind mobs to get to level 20. And that'll be it. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream there. Astria, thanks very much for hopping in and for the follow. Thanks everybody else who tuned in. Hope you have a great evening. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. And if you're not already subscribed on YouTube, I do post all the streams after the fact on YouTube as well. So if you want to catch the other ones, make sure you're following in on the journey, because the Shaman journey continues. And like I said, hopefully in the next episode we will be tanking Wailing Caverns as a Shaman. All right, thanks for your time. Hey, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Have a good one. See you later, fan. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Have a good one.